So we're standing here with a couple other suppliers that we do a lot of business with, and one of them is SAS Forks, which is a sister company to Built-Right Attachments, and I've got both of the booths right next to each other. And Adam Lindley, who's been with SAS for 17 years, he's the president of SAS, is here with us, and he's going to tell us a little bit about some of the unique attachments that they provide to the scrap and metal recycling industry, specifically that NED has had a lot of success in selling and putting on some of the Hyundai products like the wheel loaders and the excavators. They have an Extreme Processor and an SAS Scorpion Engine Puller, which he'll tell us about. So I want to introduce you to Adam.
So we manufacture attachments for the auto salvage and recycling industries, primarily into scrap recycling, processing cars, pulling engines, transmissions. The Extreme Auto Processor was specifically designed to improve wire extraction. The replaceable tips are designed to keep that to be at its highest level. It allows for the wire to be grabbed but not cut, so you're able to pull large looms of wire out at one shot. You can remove heater cores, evaporator cores, blower motors, condensers, radiators, engines, transmissions. People sometimes pull the seats out and remove the motors from power seats, power windows, all of those types of things. They'll remove the aluminum K-member from underneath the car. They have the availability to process that car all the way down to its all individual materials and extract that revenue with that. The Scorpion Engine Puller is the older model that was designed for wheel loader operation. That doesn't do as well of a job of pulling wire, but it'll remove the dash, the engine and transmissions, some of the wire harness, but mostly it just exposes the wire harness, so you have the option of removing it by hand.
I guess the advantage though with Scorpion is you got a set of forks on it, so you can probably...
It's multi-purpose, yep. Well, you have guys using it as a grapple. They use it as for loading and unloading their crushers. Multiple purposes all around the yards.
So specifically on some of the Hyundai products, which we are the largest Hyundai dealer in the nation, I know one machine we saw recently had, I think it was a if I recall right, I think it was a 180 with a dozer blade on it that we had an Extreme Processor on there that was pulling engines, and man, it would strip a car in under a minute. It was unbelievable. So what are some of the models that you see commonly paired with the SAS Scorpion or the Extreme Auto Processor that you have?
Okay, so for the Extreme, the Hyundai units we see are like 160s, 180s, and the 235. Those, having the dozer blade, make it more economical to install the unit on. You just need to reinforce the X-frame underneath. If the piece of equipment does not have a dozer blade on it, we can supply what we call a hinge mount, and that allows you to weld that right to the X-frame underneath the machine and be able to use the hold down in conjunction with that. So you don't have to have a machine with that X-frame or with the dozer blade on it to make this system work. It's just more economical and easier install if it is.
So I know at NED we've done a lot of installations. Trey Beck, who's our key account manager that's based out of our Houston branch, has done quite a bit of business with you guys, and Kevin Allen and some of our other people. About how long does it take to do an install on one of these machines?
We tell guys to schedule for a 40-hour week to do the install if it's a hinge mount. You know, if the machine has to have the hinge mount welded onto it. If it's machine's already set up with both X1 and X3 hydraulic functions on the stick with a dozer blade, the reinforcements take about a day to weld on, and then the actual install of the unit takes about 45 minutes. 2 pins on the stick mount and 4 pins on the hold down.
Adam, thanks for taking a few minutes with us. We'll scoot over here to the Built-Right booth and talk a little bit about some of the attachments that we buy from you guys and support with our customers. Thank you, buddy.
Thanks, Greg.